King Vikram traced his steps back to the banyan tree of Vetal. Reclaiming the corpse, he started to walk towards the banyan tree where the monk was waiting for him. Vetal spoke again. He said, King Vikram, I see that you are taking great pains to complete this task. Are you sure that can achieve this aim in your lifetime? Actually, many people keep thinking of desires or aims that cannot be fulfilled by them. And then, when they fail to do so, they do not realize these foolish. They do not possess the logical thinking or knowledge of human nature that would help them achieve their aims. That is why they feel defeated when they fail and don't know what to do next. At such times, they start to depend on their offspring to fulfill their desires, and sadly, they sometimes face failures yet again. To make you understand what I want to convey, you must pay attention to the story that I am about to tell you. And then Vetal began to tell this story. A long time ago, a rich merchant, Dhyan Gupta, lived in Bhagyanagar. He was good in his trade and business. He used to help anyone who approached him. He respected and loved his relatives very much. Being a simple and helpful man, he never realized that he had been taken advantage of. All his relatives were selfish. They used to tell some painful story to him and take some help or money from him. Years went by like this, and one day Dhyan Gupta realized the truth. But by then it was too late because he had grown very old. Dhyan Gupta had 3 sons. They were named Anand, Vinod and Vivek. One day Dhyan Gupta summoned all of them and said, Dear sons, I want to tell you something important. If you want to get involved in my business, then along with ability to work, you must have a streak of selfishness. I did not have that quality. That is why my relatives and friends benefited from me. They took me to be a fool and kept taking advantages of me. Now I have realized that I have suffered a lot of losses due to them. We are millionaires now, but we could have been billionaires. In a way, all of you are responsible for my present financial status. If it was not for you, I would not even be a millionaire. I would have lost everything by now. I know all of you are my dutiful sons and are very good at business. Now I ask the 3 of you to make a promise that you will fulfill my desire. Father, we know it very well that merchants must have a selfish streak in them. Actually, path that you treated on was not liked by us, but we respected you a lot. So we never commented or made any request to you to change. Now please tell us what you desire. We shall surely fulfill your desire. Dhyan Gupta was pleased at such a reply from his sons. He said, Many people have told me that my business could have been even better, but the house I live in is very unlucky. Its bad luck has not let me progress and expand my business. I had worked hard to earn the money with which I built this house. I love this house and want to breathe my last here. People tell me that this house is unlucky because they want me to sell it off at a low price. Then they will buy it for themselves. Now, my sons, you have to prove to them that this house is not unlucky at all. You must stay in this house and earn billions to prove your mettle to the world. That is all I desire, my sons. Anand and Vinod nodded their heads in agreement, but Vivek spoke up. He said, Father, you have realized your mistakes. It seems in spite of all that, you are still not going to change at all. You can never be heartless towards your friends and relatives. I think the first thing that you should do is to get yourself away from this business. I think that is very necessary. Dhyan Gupta accepted the suggestion. Then Vivek continued. A business must have only one person at the helm of it. Only then will it prosper and expand. So, I request you to appoint any one of us to head your business. Dhyan Gupta agreed to this too. He said, Sons, you are intelligent and hard workers. I have seen you growing up and I am aware of all these qualities which you lack or possess. One who wants to fulfill my desire must step forward. For the other two, I will give money to start their own business. At this, Dhyan Gupta's three sons started discussing the matter, but they all had the same view. They felt that it was better to expand their father's present business than to start a new business. That is why they couldn't reach any decision at that instantly. They were confused. Next day, seeing their troubled face, Dhyan Gupta said, All right, sons, I will give a solution to your problem. I will ask the three of you a question. The one who answers my question correctly will become the head of my trade and business. The merchant's obedient sons agreed to this. Then Dhyan Gupta posed a question to them. He asked, Sons, tell me what would you ask for if God appeared before you and asked you to wish for one boon only? To this, Anand replied, I would ask God to make me the wealthiest man in the world. He must give the whole world's wealth only to me. Binod answered the question and said, I would ask God to provide a comfortable and luxurious life for me. I must have a grand house, wealth, servants, and great feast. Then it was Vivek's turn to answer. He said, If God appears before me, I will ask him what a good-hearted person must ask for. But it is not clear answer to my question, my son. Tell me clearly, what will you ask for? Dhyan Gupta inquired. Vivek replied, I will ask God to spread peace and happiness all over the world. I will wish that people all over the world must be healthy and prosperous in life. Vinod and Anand laughed out aloud on hearing Vivek's reply. But Dhyan Gupta did not laugh at all. He grew thoughtful and later on he declared, Sons, I have chosen Vivek to head my business. Anand and Vinod will have to start their own new business. Anand and Vinod couldn't understand why their father had chosen Vivek. So they asked for the reason. Dhyan Gupta said, Sons, all of you are evil for that post. So this question was not for testing your abilities. I wanted to test for the selfish streak in you, and it is difficult to detect someone's selfishness. That is why I had posed such a question. Your brother Vivek has proved to be more clever and selfish than both of you. That is why I have handed over the business to him. Then Vetal asked King Vikram, King Vikram, Dhyan Gupta had learned the value of selfishness. He had learned that people wanted to get his house at a cheap price, so they had spread a rumor that the house was unlucky. That is why in his old age he wanted to hand over his business to an evil son. But don't you think that he had been foolish to choose the selfless Vivek for this? Vivek had wished for everyone's prosperity from God just the same as the nature of Dhyan Gupta. Yet Dhyan Gupta had chosen Vivek. Was his decision correct? Tell me now, but remember, I know it well that you know the right answers to my questions. If you will give the right answers to my questions, I will fly back to my banyan tree. But if you will give me the wrong answer, even after knowing the correct one, your head will burst into 1,000 pieces. King Vikram thought for a while, and few moments later he replied to the Vetal's questions. He said, to earn a living, people get engaged in different tasks that leads to their variety of experiences. Not everyone has the same experience in life. Based on his own life's experiences, one always makes certain type of decisions and has a point of view about life. Based on this, Dhyan Gupta had used his experiences to learn that ability to prosper business must be accompanied by a streak of selfishness. By listening to his son's replies, Dhyan Gupta had learned that each of them was more selfish than the others. But it is also necessary for a selfish person not to display his selfishness for all to know. That's where Anand and Vinod lacked. They told their father about what they wanted from God. A foolish selfish man will lose a lot, but an intelligent selfish man will gain from his selfishness. Dhyan Gupta's youngest son, Vivek, was so selfish that even his own father did not know about his selfish nature. He lied about what he would wish from God. He was so selfish that he would not tell anyone what he would ask from God. Dhyan Gupta had realized this fact, and that is why he had chosen Vivek. Vetal heard King Vikram's reply, and as usual, he flew back to hang on banyan tree.